How to build a better pet business that builds a better life for you, because there's no happy ending to an unhappy journey. So this week I've been to the gym 3 times. I visited my mum and dad. I went to the pictures with my youngest son Toby to see the Odyssey. More on that in just a moment. Last weekend I went for a few beers and a curry with my best friend from school. Oh, and I've also delivered 2 live trainings, and I've added 117 new leads to the business via some ads I've got running that are driving prospects to register for a webinar. I also wrote an article, sent 2 emails, recorded 3 podcasts and 5 new social reels. All in all, it's been a pretty great week. Now, it's not necessarily the volume of activities that I'm proud of, but the variety. See, I could have done way more business stuff, but then we can always do more business stuff, right? What I did very well is take care of the big 5 priorities: family, fitness, fun, focus, and finance. See, there's a question almost every business owner asks themselves at some point in their business journey, and I know because I've asked it myself a number of times too. Usually this question comes when they're sat in the office at 8 p.m. answering emails they should have dealt with hours ago, or they're lying in bed wide awake wondering why they're working harder than ever but they still don't feel in control of the business. And the question is, when does this get easier? And the truth is, in many ways, it doesn't. Running a business is hard. Certainly, it's never supposed to be effortless. But running a business can become easier when you are more organized, more focused, and more disciplined about where you put your energy. See, where you put your energy matters because you only have so much of it, and like a well, it actually runs out. This is why smart people like Vern Harnish and Tony Schwartz talk about energy management instead of time management. You can find more time. Everybody can find more time. You can cut Netflix, get up an hour earlier, stop scrolling, skip the gym. But time you've dragged out of yourself when you're running on empty is really low quality time, which usually leads to you snapping at a staff member, or your head hurting with a fogged up brain, staring at a screen for 20 minutes, trying to write one basic email. I know because I've done it. And what separates the owners who are still fired up in year 10 of their business from those who quietly burn out in year 3 is whether they are managing their energy. Now, elite athletes figured this out decades ago. They don't train flat out every day forever. They train hard, then they deliberately recover. Rest and recovery is essential. We talked about this in Top Dog, Top Dollar Dispatch number 11, The Power of a Pet Business Pause. Most business owners do the opposite. We treat rest like a reward we haven't earned yet, and family time like something we'll get to once things settle down. Except things never settle down, not for us business owners anyway. There is always going to be another dog to care for, another client to onboard, another staff member to train or hire, another rota to fix, another email to answer. So here's what I've learned works best instead. Those gym sessions I did aren't stolen time away from the business. It's what actually makes me sharp enough to spot the $8,000 hiding in my pricing later the same day. The curry with my friend isn't me avoiding work. It's just a much needed chance for me to blow off some steam, which stops the small stuff piling up in resentment that comes out as me being a dickhead to my team on Monday morning. Taking Toby to the pictures isn't me clocking off early, it's a reminder of why I'm building the business in the first place. And you must make time to do the things that fire you up, because the quality time you give to the business comes from a full tank instead of an empty one. And that is the real answer, I think, to when will it get easier. Well, it doesn't get easier by doing more. It gets easier when you stop treating the family, the fitness and the fun stuff as the things you'll get to later, and you start treating them as the fuel for the focus and the finance gains. There's a phrase I share with my clients: there's no happy ending to an unhappy journey. If you spend the next 10 years stressed, exhausted, missing family events, neglecting your health, and telling yourself it'll be all worth it one day, don't be surprised if you arrive at your destination wondering what the hell happened to the rest of your life. So earlier I mentioned the Odyssey. That is the film that Toby and I went to see, which was awesome, by the way. I highly recommend it. But the Odyssey is basically the original unhappy journey story. Odysseus spends 10 years fighting to get home. He battles storms, monsters, temptation, just to stay somewhere easier and never finish the journey at all. Sound familiar, fellow business owner? But the whole point of the story is what he's fighting for. He's not trying to conquer more islands or win more glory. He's trying to get home to his wife, his son, his life. That's the bit most business books about the entrepreneurial journey leave out. and they bang on about the epic struggle of the business owner, they talk a lot less about why you're struggling or what you're actually trying to get back to. So are you 10 years into your own business journey, but you've forgotten why you started? Maybe you are 10 or even 20 years into your own Odyssey, but the journey is killing you. Or maybe success feels further away now than it did when you opened your doors. Or it could be you've achieved everything you thought you wanted, but now you're too exhausted to enjoy it. Well, then maybe it's time to reset the destination as much as the route. Which brings me to how I and my clients do it and why tomorrow is one of my favorite days of the quarter. So I am back stateside, and on Monday we are kicking off the next Dog Daycare Success Academy immersion event. And we have a packed 2 days with 2 brilliant speakers. My members will all take part in hot seats. They'll solve problems that have been holding them back for months. We're going to celebrate wins and challenge each other's thinking, and ideally we'll leave with a page of new ideas. However, each and every member will leave with a locked-in plan for the next 90 days. This is a 90-day plan for their business and the life they're trying to build alongside it. See, I don't want my members to be in a business that is all-consuming. And I say this as someone who loves business. I'm obsessed with it. But I want them and me to build a business that gives us more freedom to spend more time with the families, to travel more, to take proper holidays, pursue holidays, buy more dogs, or whatever it is they want to do that feels like a reward for their success. Now, the awesome thing is when you break your yearly goals down into focused 12-week chunks and you give equal attention to your business goals and your personal goals, something really interesting happens. You gain more energy, you stay more focused, you get more shit done, and you stop feeling overwhelmed. And perhaps most importantly, you end up enjoying the journey a whole lot more. Because ultimately, what is the point of building a business that gives you the freedom to live your dream life if you never actually stop to live it? That's it for this week. Thanks for watching. Bye for now. P.S. If any of this hit home, this is exactly the work we do inside the Dog Daycare Success Academy. Yes, we cover pricing, promotions, productivity, marketing, and systems that help you scale faster, but we also work on building a business that actually fits around the life you're trying to live, not the other way around. And you'll be just as likely to walk away from one of my events having made a promise to increase prices as you are to walk away having made a promise to start fishing again, or yoga, or whatever it is that you're into, whatever fires you up. Every 90 days, my members walk out with a locked-in plan, split evenly between the business goals and the life goals, because we believe you shouldn't have to sacrifice one for the other. If you are tired of asking, when will this get easier, and you're ready to actually find out, come and see what the Dog Daycare Success Academy is all about. Click the link below to join the waitlist, and you'll be the first to know when the doors open later in the year.